YouTube, what is going on, everybody? My name is Rich. I am out here located in Magnolia, Texas at the Spot Barbershop. This is my boy Larry. I'm gonna be taking care of him today in the video. He usually comes in for every other visit. He kind of switches it up a little bit, mainly a fade. But this time, whenever he did come in, he asked for a Peeky Blinders cut. And if you guys aren't familiar, I believe that is a movie or a TV show. It is basically an undercut and you get a skin tight on the sides. But you know, me as a barber, I had to alter the consultation, and I felt like a very low shadow fade would look really good on him. It's basically like a modern cut to the Peeky Blinders style. So instead of it being super skin tight, I asked him if he would like to do kind of like a very low shadow fade. So basically the highest guard that I would use is a half guard. You know, he agreed to it. But worst case scenario, if he didn't like it, we would just go absolute bald, which is the normal style. So on the top, we did do a slight trim. He did want it to hang over quite a bit, as an undercut should. And actually, shout out to Tabitha for putting me on this. Tabitha is another barber in the shop. She had recommended me to use conditioner in my water to basically part the hair a little bit. It stays wet longer and it's easier to cut. So ever since I've been doing that, honestly, separation and cutting using my shears helps out a lot. So here, whenever you do the undercut, parting is very important, just because you need to section off the hair properly and try to get it as symmetrical as you can. And sorry I didn't show you guys this, but whenever I did the haircut, I did a quick clip over comb. I showed him in the mirror if he wanted to keep some bulk. Since it was my first time, I wasn't prepared to bring it all the way down as I am right now. And he said he wanted it very low, no bulks on the side. And he showed me a reference picture too, so it was just way easier. And right here, I am running a half guard with the lever open. Honestly, my mistake I should have done in the beginning, I should have used a one guard first and then ran it with my half guard lever open, just because it feeds a lot easier. I was having a lot of trouble feeding the half guard, but that's a lesson learned for the next time. Here I'm using my Instincts trimmer. I was using it to ball out. Actually, I was using it to bring up the first guideline. And here I attacked it with my Bronze Series 9 shaver. To actually begin the fade process. The fade process is very easy. On your first section, you're going to be using your Instinct, or my Instinct clipper no guard lever open. And then we're just going to fade that out. We're going to go close to open. And just remember, guys, on the trimmer, I did not directly put in the line, so that way it can just come out easier. So whenever I put in my line with my trimmer, I go upwards. As you can see, that line faded out very well. And the next step is just to use a half guard close to open. And remember, guys, we did take off all the bulk with the half guard open. So all we need is really closed in the lever midway, and then you're faded out. So basically, you guys can consider this style more of a modern Peeky Blinders cut, just because it has a fade involved. Actually, I think it's a better alternative just because you can actually see an edge up as well. If you were to bring it all the way down to the skin, there would be absolutely no edge up, or at least on the vertical bars, you'd be able to see that. For getting into the back section, I saw that my sectioning wasn't that symmetrical, so I went back and corrected it. And on the left side, I actually did record it, but I honestly don't know what happened to it. I was messing with it and it deleted. So I was able and lucky enough to get the right side and this back piece. And like I said earlier, here I am running it with a number 1 guard. I believe this one's open, but it just feeds a lot easier. I honestly wish I would have done that from the very start. But like I said, lesson learned. You learn from your mistakes. If you're not learning from your mistakes, you're going to keep making the same mistake. And guys, just a little bit of background. I believe in July, I did receive my license. This is the beginning of my YouTube era. I will be consistently doing YouTube videos. I'm going to try my best to get one out every week. My normal days off are Sunday, Monday, so you see me dropping hopefully Sundays. So if you guys like the videos, go ahead, like, share, comment, whatever you guys want to see. Any tips or advice that you guys want to input, you know, everything is greatly appreciated. If you have questions regarding my tools, hopefully I can do a tool review on what I use, because most of my stuff is modified. Either the blades, the cutting blades, or something involving it being altered. I know most people like to run it stock, but I like to run mine a certain way because the temperatures of my tools for some reason get super hot even though I turn them off. So I alter them just a little bit to my liking. But honestly, with using this Instinct Clipper, I don't know why I'm saying that. Instinct Clipper, these are absolutely stock and they run perfect. And guys, here we're just basically doing the same steps. Here I am running it with my half guard open, and then I just go ahead, close the lever, and I'm just going to be fading up slowly. If there is any new barbers that are looking at this video, new barbers as in you have just recently came out of school, guys, a little tip for you: be organized and don't do the same steps twice. Doing the same steps twice will increase your times on haircuts. If you are able to acknowledge that, let's just say you ran down the sides with the number 2 already, do not do it again. That was adding too much time to my haircuts because I was doubting myself. Guys, be confident in your work. Everything will be good in the process as long as you trust it. That is my tip and advice for the day. And here we are moving on to the shaving. I am using a level 3 shaving gel. It is kind of one of my favorites because it is a pump. I don't have to pick up the can. Not trying to knock off anybody else's, but usually whenever you have to pick up the shaving gel bottle, it tends to get slippery. You honestly can contaminate the outside, get product all over it. It's just a hassle. So I like to use a pump. And of course, I'm going to be applying a hot towel. I try my best to do a hot towel for every service, no matter what the service is. Here, I'm going to be using my Clutch Turkish razor. It is my first time using a Turkish razor. My boy Mario, he's another barber in the shop. He always tells me to use a Turkish razor. He says I'll love it. So you know what? I gave it a try. And honestly, I love it. It's a very light, smooth. Sorry guys about this angle. Telling you, man, on the other videos I said I'll try to better my angles. This was, I don't know how other YouTubers do it. I'm gonna try my best to figure it out. But here I got a decent angle. Just make sure whenever you guys do shave, you taut the skin on the opposite direction that you're shaving. If you're in barber school, you should know that vocabulary. Look at that blend. That blend is blurry. But yeah, guys, the video is coming to an end. I appreciate you guys watching and viewing. You know, if you guys like the video, go ahead, drop a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. So like right under this, you're gonna start seeing the fade.
Okay. Nice.
Unless like next time you want it a little shorter, try it, or like.
Oh man.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
Solid.
Hell yeah. Very solid. I like that.